Welcome back, students. This is page 5 of our Chapter 3 review packet. So we'll start with a rectangle, ABCD. And we're going to sketch its image after reflection in that line they gave us. So all the points from D to C are invariant. All those points on that segment are invariant. So it's not just the vertices D and C that are invariant, it's all these points in between. Now points A and B and all of these, they actually moved. Okay. Let's see, properties that were preserved. Parallelism, perpendicularity, they're always preserved unless we perform a stretch, which we won't. Line reflections do not preserve orientation. The rigid motions or isometries, so they do preserve distance, angle, measure, and area. So these are the properties that we'll study. Okay, line reflections do not preserve orientation. So how would I draw that to make sure there's an invariant point? Make sure at least one point from the rectangle is on the mirror or the line of reflection. Okay, so I think this means a southeast vector. So we're going to sketch and label a translation. I'm going to assume north is up, south is down, east is right. So we're going to go southeast, which you're seeing that right there. So A to A prime is in a southeast direction. Okay. Let's see. Which of the following properties are going to be preserved? All of them. The only thing that happens in a translation is we are going to displace every single point. Every single point is going to move the same amount and the same direction. So when we get down to this part about invariant point, it is going to be not possible. Every point is going to move the same amount. Obviously, if there's a translation vector that's got a length of 0, nothing will move. But that's kind of ridiculous. It's a waste of time. So every point moves in the same direction and the same distance for a translation. Therefore, there's no invariant points. All right, I'm going to quick sketch a vertical line, x equals 2. So x equals a number, and you don't see why it's a vertical line. Seems kind of strange. You know, x tells you to move across. Well, yes, x equals 2 says move across and stay in that. Stay 2 to the right of the origin. And a vertical line will do that. So every point on that line will have an x coordinate of 2. Okay. So the image here is 5, 1. I'm just going to call it A prime, right? That's the image. So that's A prime. So the pre-image or the original would be A. What I calculated, the reason I put it over here was A prime is 3 units from the vertical line x equals 2, 3 units perfectly horizontal. So another 3 units perfectly horizontal from there is going to be at negative 1, 1. Okay. And that's it for page 5.